Hello, my name is Sophie Sijenyi, and welcome to Understanding Your Child with Sophie Sijenyi. This is a space where we learn to parent with connection, emotional intelligence, and confidence. Today's episode, we are going to look at age 6 to 10. This is the thinking brain, rules, confidence, and social understanding. So, co-regulation for middle childhood, helping children 6 to 10 regulate emotions and behavior. Today, we are looking at how the stages of their emotions and how they are built. The emotions are still very big, but language, logic, and independence are growing. This is the age of sudden anger, rolling eyes, shouting, leave me alone, homework fights, and sibling rivalry. Parents often label this as attitude, but it's not attitude. It is regulation under construction. So let's look at what happens in the brain of a 6 to 10-year-old. Their brain is still developing impulse control. The emotional brain is stronger than the thinking brain. So they still react before thinking, get frustrated very quickly. They struggle with patience. Patience is something that when you tell them to wait until tomorrow, no, they don't understand. They misread your tone as a parent. So if you shout at them, if you say something that they don't like, they shut down. They're not trying to shame you. They're actually learning emotional interpretation. So what does co-regulation looks like? And remember, I said in my last episode that co-regulation is when a child is trying to borrow your calm, when their nervous system is overwhelmed. So what does co-regulation looks like at this age, 6 to 10? So this age responds well to structure plus empathy. So you can say something like, I hear you are frustrated. Let's talk when you are calmer. So that is structure and it's a strategy. You can say something like, take a breath, I'm listening. They feel heard. They feel that someone cares for them. You can say something like, do you want space or do you need help? They now understand choices. So offer 2 choices. Don't just offer one. Choices reduce power struggle, and it helps with regulation. So common emotional triggers for this age, 6 to 10, is homework frustration, because this is the school-going children, the middle age. Losing games, comparison with siblings, they compare a lot, like why is so-and-so better than me? Why is so-and-so doing this? Social rejection or bullying, this is the time that they choose their friends. Tiredness after school. So punishment won't work for this age. Co-regulation plus teaching tools will help. So these are the tools that you can use as a parent or a teacher. So breathing technique. So when a child is really upset, so let them breathe, like breathe in and out, like several times. You can count. Taking space, like just letting them be, have their own space. Journaling short feelings, like write down what you feel. Do you feel upset? Do you feel sad? Just write it down. Counting backwards, you can tell them to count backwards from 20 when they're really upset. Just count backwards from 20, backwards to 0. Physical movement, like jumping, walking, like just going out for a walk. Sometimes just take them a water break. A water break is as good as just letting them calm down. So when the storm is calm, teach them skills like to apologize, how to apologize. Because when they were upset, maybe they said something that wasn't very right. So apology language, respectful tone, responsibility, because connection opens the door to discipline. This is the stage of rule formation. So this is the stage where you can decide to put up rules for your child. It's a stage of also concrete thinking, fairness obsession, like it's not fair, mama, why are you doing this to me? It's not fair, why is so-and-so doing this to me? This is the stage that they'll talk a lot about fairness. Comparison with peers, so-and-so has this, how come we don't have this? So-and-so's dad has a big car, how come we don't have this? It is a stage that they'll compare a lot. They'll want to be seen like they're better than the other person. Competence and confidence development. It is the season where children try to answer the question, am I capable? Am I capable? And this is the stage where you'll see them They'll be more perfectionist, like they'll try to do things in a perfect way because they fear humiliation. Confidence is very fragile here. Their behavior is misunderstood. So what looks like stubbornness is often perfectionism, fear of failure, embarrassment, anxiety, and frustration. So children avoid tasks, or you'll give them a task and they'll avoid it because they fear humiliation. Our response shapes their confidence. More and more results will come out of our response, how we respond as parents. So how can a parent help, or a teacher? How can you help your child? So praise the effort and not the talent. You tried hard, not you are smart. Teach mistakes as learning. Failure is a feedback. Encourage responsibility. A lot of it. Encourage responsibility. Chores build competence. Ask reflective questions like what worked and what didn't work. Don't compare siblings ever. Parents, don't. Do not compare siblings. Every child is different from the other child. Then try as much as possible to protect their emotional safety. Words matter. So try as much as possible to just let them feel emotional safe. Then model confidence you as a parent. Children copy self-belief. Age 6 to 10 are not about perfection. They're about practice. Children are forming identity, and you are the mirror they are reading. Hold that mirror with strength, safety, and respect. They don't need shouting. All they need is skills, empathy, structure, and a calm adult presence. We are training emotional intelligence one moment at a time. Thank you so much for joining today's episode of Understanding Your Child. We are trying to raise the generation that will be help in the society. Remember, parenting is a journey and not a performance. Little consistent shifts create big emotional outcomes for our children. If you learned something today in this episode, make sure to share it with another parent, another teacher, and another caregiver. Let's build a community that raises strong minds, soft hearts, and children who are acceptable in the society. See you in the next episode. And until then, keep connecting, keep guiding, and keep understanding your child. Happy New Year once again. Thank you.